Hey, you shut up.
I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I got me that cold, bro.
Better call back up. I'm running it down the field.
Hey, you should mic though, bro.
Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit.
I
I got you, bro. I got you, bro.
Better kill it and did it again. But it's in on down to win. I can't feel bad about it.
What?
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Do I not have a switch on everything, or?
Oh, yes, sir. He's in here. Yes, sir. Redskins versus the Giants. Dun, 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 dun. Taisha was Jamaican. Ain't no name Taisha? The skinny girl.
Oh wow. Yeah, I ain't feeling that.
Every single last one of them got my back. 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple school.
I ain't never seen Candyman.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Washington Redskins.
You thought.
Three 3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in week 4. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
What's up, man?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is the rookie from Oklahoma State, Justice Hill.
Oh, yes, sir. Justice
Weaving
Hill.
through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Justice Hill with his first career NFL touchdown as his first here in this opening quarter. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they got both. Overcommitting in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Hey, fool. It's just fucking cereal.
How you know it's cereal though, bro?
God damn.
How you know that though, bro?
I can hear it. Fuck. Good deal, y'all. Yo.
Yeah.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Oh, man.
Hey, I-7. 55, Mike 55. Here we go. Jim. You're out.
Only nigga I can count on is Tracy McGrady, bro. Only nigga I can count on.
Fair.
Jones now looking to throw on 2nd down.
Yes, sir. Justice Simmons.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
My headphones at Banac.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing Jones. Looking deep downfield.
He caught that?
It's caught inside the 3. Touchdown, Giants. Cameron Batson, 81 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
How the fuck you hear the song too much?
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point.
That's all you've been fucking rapping all day.
So what? That don't mean you hearing it. That don't mean you fucking hear it.
And
You
he
gotta
knocks
hear
it
that
through.
shit, bro. Oh my God.
But I got the song downloaded in my phone.
You telling me that? Okay. Had to restart it on Gianni Head. Right.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
You know you ain't fucking with me though. Nah, I really do this shit. You might not be fucking with me, Sean. I'm like, quit. I've been at this 10 years plus. Shit, damn near 20 years.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Now Haskins on 1st down. This one complete to Kelvin Harmon. 25 yards that time. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Third down. Here's Haskins. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Now Haskins. He gets it to Sims, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18.
Oh, wow. You got me there. You fucking got me there.
From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. And
Fucking know me. I don't give a fuck if nobody don't agree with me, bro.
Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead.
Egg and steak don't go together.
That's the fuck it do.
No, the fuck it don't. Egg and steak do not go together.
Just look up egg and steak, bro.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point.
You was retarded.
And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Nigga, his job stupid. Fuck out. He dog food with his bitch ass. Yeah.
Niggas think they so funny.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
They're going to jump his ass, bro.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Say don't at me. Say that. Don't forget that. Please don't forget that.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it, and have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
218, chop.
Now Saquon Barkley. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards.
8 reads. General West.
Like shit, bro.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. He needed a yard, that's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted.
Look at me. Go. Fight.
On 1st down, Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
I want to do you look in the mirror, bro. Every day. Who do you see, cuz?
18 Gator. 53
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
That's the sad part. You don't be watching them bold, bro.
Jones going to throw again.
Thank you, Jonathan
It's
Jones.
intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. It's caught by Davis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now it's Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Now the second year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. He fights his way into the end zone for a Redskin touchdown. Darius Geis. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. This is Barkley. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. Now Jones.
Yes, sir. Man, you keep trying Jonathan Jones, bro. I mean, stupid.
Picked off right around the 43. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Haskins looking to throw on first down. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Terry McLaurin with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send them.
Look at it, sort of good job, bro.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Rock it. Any day. Check 43. Showing up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
So let me tell my shit, boy. Tell about it. Hey, lock it.
Here's Jones. Throwing on 3rd and long.
Oh, my God.
For the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now a man who played his final season at nearby Rutgers, it's Gus Edwards. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. 2nd down, Haskins. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Haskins now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. Throwing now. Haskins on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Throwing on 2nd and long. Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Let's go, team.
On 3rd down, Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3.
That's all I want, bro.
I don't like how my lineup is.
And then tag me in.
And then tag me in.
Tag me in. Tag me in.
I said me.
What are you talking about, bro? Are you lost?
No, I'm not. That's why I said tag me in.
Let's go.
Then I'm a mocha, mocha.
I'm gonna tag you in right now. You gonna see what you talking about.
And
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun. All right, throw it out the window. Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
I don't know who that is.
Now Jones on first down.
Yes, sir. Oh, no, sir.
He'll get this complete to Batson.
Hey, bro, this is locked.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now it's Barkley. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Biggest game of Barkley's rookie year on the ground came against these Redskins. Week 14 a season ago, 14 carries, 170 yards. On third down, Barkley. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
He's smiling. Shorty a goofy like shit.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Looking to throw, Haskins. Got an open man, it's Harmon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. It's a foot race. 30. The 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Roses to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 20.
They see what they think is that
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. Haskins now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. On first down, it's Haskins. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Throwing on first down. Haskins under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line.
No black, that shit good out of Yuki though. Like some shit that I ain't never smelled before. Like, I don't fuck with some shit like that.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. From the 38, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They keep it with Barkley on first down. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Check, lucky. Check 99. Let's go.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 22. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Get check safety.
On 1st and 10, Haskins. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 28 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Jones now on third down. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Here's Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin there to make the grab. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead will swell by one more.
Giants 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
60 outlaw. Rock.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Ready. 30 base. Number 53. Line 53. Shoot.
On the run, it's Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
When will you be cranking flight?
I didn't know that was flight, though.
Y'all be playing that shit. Oh, I had you, bro. You are the average, man. With me. Yeah. Are you not be taking that shit, bro? You not be telling you about that shit? Nah, but I just see the little ass, bro. You see the little ass, bro. My nigga hard as shit, man. Yeah.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5.
Man, the first quarter just started, man. 47 to 14. Yeah. You get, oh, you will out in the corner,
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
51 to Mike. Tighten up. Pull together. Switch. Sponge.
On 4th down, Jones. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 36. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. What did you see on that one? Rookie mistake or just good defense?
It was a combo plate, but the rookie quarterback, he'll take it all on his shoulders, and the frustration level is evident. You can see it with him. You know, if that's a veteran quarterback, he walks off like he just threw a touchdown pass because he doesn't want to show that to the defense. The young guys, they take it more to heart. It's on their sleeve a little bit. He'll learn as he goes along how to hide his emotions.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Coming this way. Here we go.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now on 2nd and 16, Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's the pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
41 to Mike. Check.
They're going on 4th down. Haskins, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. On 1st down, Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call it a loss of 12 that time. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Check back.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and forever.
I haven't been outside today.
There we go. 51 to Mike. Jim.
Right now. All right.
Throwing Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Check 52. Check it back.
Hard.
Jones throwing on 4th down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? You want to go for it here? We shut you down? You're over on the bench right now feeling great.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. Catch is made. It's Harmon. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Haskins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
41 Mike. 41 Mike. Check the out.
Now Haskins on 1st down. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And that is incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
All day, dog. Mike 51. Mike 51. Let's go, defense. Our time. Go.
On 4th down, Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. Around the NFL 4th quarter right now in Atlanta. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Haskins going to try to throw it. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Touchdown, Washington.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count.
Not playing his NFL. He can't make the NFL.
Wow.
It was the stuff he did.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
61. Giants 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
On third down, Barkley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Checking in on Houston. It's in the 4th quarter there. And a lead change late in that ball game. The Panthers out in front. A win would be their first of the young season. Here's Haskins to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Steven Sims, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
God damn. Trifling the shit.
You blind, bitch. They tell you. Don't go nowhere without this contact lenses.
Here's Geis. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there. Now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Again they run. Again it's Geis. And he's stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Redskins, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
You said what? I get to lose it to the box. What's going on? You winning, bro. Why are you ahead of me, bro? Shut up, fool. Yeah.
Whose carry was over, huh?
Brown, dude.
ones. All I ever do is ball, lame. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple Z-rolls like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set and finish them. And I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue one, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. So the whole game was never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up,
Yeah, bro.
I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank.
It does make him 10 times better because he got height. With that skill, but if that skill comes harder when you got height.
If he was James Harden height, would Giannis still be Giannis?
Nah, hell nah.
Okay then, bro. So I agree with James Harden.
Because he's not going to be 7 feet, but he still would be skilled.
Only reason, I agree because look, listen now. Where you gotta think it is. Think of all the people that's taller as Giannis and can't do what he's doing.
I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait. Cook it up.
Heard me, Reed?
If he was shorter, he'd be better at other things, probably. Like shooting, he probably would have had a shot if he was shorter.
You
gotta think about it too, bro. Ain't that many people that's tall with his height. I said with his height, with his weight.
What the fuck does that mean?
Wait.
Nigga, you said tall with his height, bro.
Yeah.
With his weight, bro.
Yeah. Okay.
That nigga weigh like 270 pounds.
He way less than KD.
Not no more, bro. He got weight. This season he's heavier.
How much?
Y'all losing, bro? Y'all trash.
I don't even think he was. Nigga, he is winning. I don't even think he ever.
How you gonna tell me, bro? How you gonna tell me though, bro?
Look, bro.
I'm looking at this on TV, shorty.
Bro, stop spoiling it, nigga.
They already say Giannis is 242, bro.
Nigga, we fucking winning.
No, y'all not, nigga.
Yeah, he is winning, nigga. That's like, nobody is ahead of me, bro. I'm right on time.
How? What's the score now?
70-64, bro.
Giannis just dunked, boy. Last year.
Thank you.
It's like I lied. Heat ball, man. 70-64, man. Jimmy brought it down the lane.
72.
72, man. You don't even like the Heat for real. Who was on their team 2005?
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first Super Bowl of the new decade, Super Bowl 54, is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Jason Williams is on 2005, bro.
On first down, Mahomes. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there on the first play of the game. And a very appropriate gain as well, 49 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
What are you talking about?
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Watch it. Yellow. Safety screaming.
On 2nd down and 4, Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On 3rd down, Dickerson. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Being chased out left. His throw incomplete. Calvin Johnson, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
On 2nd down, Dickerson. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the 1st half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the kick by Gonzalez, he is good. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Shorty Travis, he just moved his whole penalty. That was a good pick out there. Y'all got James Crowder. What's that nigga whole name?
I mean, that nigga name is Jay Crowder. He's talking about a whole football player.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. Yeah, he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. He may try and run for this. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football, and what a nice gain on that play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Kamara, and an alley to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Watson on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. On first down, Watson. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Oh, that's just not fair. And now room to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Saints have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
They call it a jump ball.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
And then they want to get a regular shot with 30-footer, man. Like, ain't money in no regular, ain't money in no technical calls. They just hit it with a dumb jump. Hey, so he looks stupid.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll run on first down. Dickerson trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I mean, LeBron always had stars around him. Nah, LeBron had stars around him.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
And now Jackson will look to throw it.
Chris Middleton
And he's going to
start
find his
like
man out of the
D-Wade was.
backfield. That's complete. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. A reminder coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And that'll make it 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
It's 115 to 120 with 2 minutes left.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Who's playing the Ravens? Somebody playing the Ravens or Cuz trading Lamar Jackson?
They talking about my draft, bro.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down.
Somebody, the Raiders got...
I hate this play, bro, because you putting Aaron Donald in the coverage. That's terrible.
Remember? Oh. Hey, what happened to Adam Pac-Man Jones, bro? What happened to him, man? In the game?
Here we go.
Who's that?
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Set. 19.
His name Adam Pac-Man Jones.
Somebody will make these videos for you,
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. They complete it to Hill. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
You got to walk on that Michael Agenda, bro.
Set. 19.
I never realized how trash they get the words in the game commentary, bro. I never realized.
Show it up.
You hear me all week. I never would have knew that.
I'm not betting. I'm watching the basketball.
2nd and 5 now. Watson. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. On first down, it's Watson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Back to throw, Watson. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Amari Cooper, 37 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that.
I ain't got to rob no more.
What's up, James? How you?
Salah's able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
To throw again on second down, Mahomes. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time.
And he showed off yet again those elite cover skills that make him one of the greatest to ever play the cornerback position. If you're going to throw it anywhere in his vicinity, you obviously have to be on the high alert because he's a tremendous athlete.
Boy, a great athlete indeed. He can pretty much do anything. In fact, he's the only person to have both a reception and an interception in Super Bowl history. After the interception, here's Watson. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his third touchdown pass of this first half. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
43! 43! 66. Bullet high. Back to you. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles, and they've changed plays when they see certain sets. A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure, and boy, did it pay off in this case.
Here's Hill on the return. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and it'll bring up third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Dancing to his left. And able to haul it in is Kittle. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
When the spotlight is at its brightest, and let's face it, it's the Super Bowl, those types of plays come out, don't they?
Absolutely. A big-time catch on the biggest of stages.
Do you think that that one's going to live on? We're going to see this for a long time.
Definitely going to live on forever with him, that's for sure.
No doubt.
He's got the first down inside the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Yeah, we could.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They just yielded a touchdown on the other end. Now they'll be trying to answer the bell and get a score of their own.
It's their opportunity to match. Can they do exactly what they just saw happen to them? Go down the field and score a touchdown. And to me, the best way to do it, look at your play sheet coordinator and call plays for guys who make the best plays for you. Go to the guys that you know can get the ball down to the end zone.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Nah, I didn't, boy. I just remember when 2K first came out, I was shooting Paul George everything all game.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Yeah, I can't find that Shea Moisture. These niggas gay, bro. I can't find that Shea Moisture, bro. Go on Amazon. Oh, yeah, I forgot.
And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another.
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. He'll have a first down inside the 10.
It's going on. This is the Super Bowl MVP. Alvin Kamara. They go one.
With his third touchdown of this Super Bowl as his guys continue to pour it on. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep.
Man, what the?
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
That nigga could have kept running though. I mean, he didn't fall. He fell on, he fell on a teammate though. Yeah, he got a Super Bowl under our belt. Yeah, with Gianni, dude. I don't know, but Gianni just won a Super Bowl. You gotta ask him. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Have so many friends go. Wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest. Oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my. I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleep. Hell, keep it on me 'cause my name ring bells. People see me and can't help themselves. See me themselves. I wouldn't wanna be anybody else. Never used to think I'd be a magazine cover. They keep on trying to find the ways to push my buttons. I came out of the jungle where it rained and it thunder, but I bring the heat like the summer. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'm down by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I kind of do that. I live every day like I'm down by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest. Oh well.
I got 11K in coin. I got 11K, then I got 55K, then I got 25K, so I got like 90K in coin.
There you go. You got a lot of fun.
I'm ready like limbo. I never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long. I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live.
Now it's in my playoffs.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Fielded about a yard deep.
He fell asleep.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
So why people talking to, nigga?
Hey, bro, you watch that word. I'm killing myself, dude. We can run now. Cool. Now I'm out of walking to get some compounds right quick. Give me 10 minutes, bro.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
I know he won his game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I slapped him in his butt.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
On second down, here's Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not only going to tip it, I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free, creating something good for your team.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Throwing on third down, Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left. This is caught inside the 15.
That's the playoff, man.
New Orleans. Christian Kirk, 49 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Yeah, that nigga George Hill gonna be out for a couple of games. I don't care what you talking about. That nigga got me real hard, bro.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. They'll try to throw it here. Vick. And this is caught. Herman Moore 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. The 4-time Pro Bowler Herman Moore, his first grab of the game.
Led the league in receptions twice. And just think about, he was the game plan. When you had to line up against Detroit, circle him, find a way to stop him, and rarely did teams get that done.
They did that for Boban for years, too.
On second down now, Westbrook. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
That small ball killing it.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Vic readies to throw, and he's got the hook up to Moore. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On second down, Barkley, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick out to his left. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And Lutz's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head
Bob
coach.
is not in the party, bro. I'm not going to say it again, bro.
Exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. On the ground, Kamara. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Watson. And an alley to run. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Pat Tillman, the legend, in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. Christian Kirk. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Nobody on your team is better than Daddy Boy.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
But your team is better than my team.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Anybody else come on tonight?
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's good for the Saints. First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Vic operating on first down. And this will be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 3rd down, Vic. And this is going to be incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Watson. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Here's Matt Hawk now to punt. On the return, Jackson. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
So you gonna cry about it?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Sanders.
Well, when he feels the pressure, naturally he likes going to his left, as most left-handed quarterbacks do. But this time he tries to let this go on the run, and it's going to wind up getting intercepted.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. With a sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
It's Hill, complete.
Let's go. I know, but I know. Shut up.
A timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This will be taken very short. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd and 9, Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again is Watson. Flush to his right. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
From just shy of midfield, into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ty Law. They find some open field here.
I think we've heard it once, we've heard it 1,000 times. Don't throw late down the middle.
And he did. We see the end result.
Yeah, what you have to do is you got to make sure you manipulate those defenders with your eyes and your head, maybe even some body movement to move them a little if you're going to come back late down the middle.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2nd and 5 now. Vick, they'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 13 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score.
That appeared like any routine NFL quarterback, but it was Michael Vick from the pocket, throws a touchdown pass. I just think about the transformation throughout his career. From Atlanta, where he would take off and go at just about the drop of a hat and turn defenses into mush. And then by the end of his career in Philadelphia, where he completed passes like we just saw from the pocket, yet still had those great legs, when necessary, to help get him out of trouble.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Nick Bosa. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? A shotgun snap for Watson.
Wow.
And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's Jackson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like...
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now, 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This will be taken short. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Switch it.
from the gun. Here's Watson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Watson. From the gun, he'll throw.
Why did you stop?
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On first down, Barkley. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Here's a give to Barkley. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
I was used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge third down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Why would you do that, though? I didn't even see that before.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I'm scared. Stop.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. A handoff to Barkley. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And this is right down the middle as he
I'll beat the dog shit out you, bro. Watch who you talking to,
they take
bitch.
the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still
Who you talking to?
from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Who you talking to?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Kamara. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides.
Hold on, I'm probably leader. Please tell me about it. All right, that's my name.
They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their
Oh, the ball! Oh, my God!
He's taken down. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Short game, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Here we go on fourth. Watson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Luke Kuechly. And it would appear that the Saints are going to win this football game. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed fourth down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Well, partner, still a head-scratcher to me how this one ended. Down 3. I just thought, no matter the situation, you're in a spot where you can kick that field goal and go to overtime. Why not do it?
And this is where I think the analytics guys are going to continue to get more and more traction in the league. We've talked about different people now saying, I need a game management coach, someone in the booth to take the emotion out of it. Did they lose track of where they were on the clock, right? Did they lose track of where they were on the field? Was it makeable for their kicker? All those things come into play here, and it turns out they don't get it done.
Stop fighting it, bro. Damn.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Cleveland.
Talk to me. Oh, man. So should I want to triple threat game, or should I just go for the random back? You crank, bro.
Hey, Deontay.
Hello?
Good, bro.
Y'all ready, man?
Yeah, me, Antonio, and Donovan in the other room.
Alright, so I know Rhea and Gianni not in there.
That's fine. Fuck no, I'm about to leave, bro. That's only 2 of us in here, bro. Y'all bullshit.
Nigga, I'm coming in there right now.
Oh,
I got that lead gang.
There it is.
yeah, it is. You already know he was gonna mess it up.
Come on,
Hey,
we come on, we about to spend something right quick.
Feel like I'm running with my 2-way.
What you mean? What you about to do? You about to run the 3s?
Somebody come in the arena and run the 3s.
Oh, what you want me to download GTA, bro?
Yeah, I'm trying to spend something on the GTA, bro.
Somebody come in the arena, bro.
Bro, come on, bro.
Alright, James, come in the arena. What you
I thought he just said you was phone. Come here. What? A grown man, bro.
Let me see if I still got my stuff on GTA, bro. If not, I'm gonna go rob up. Anybody got? Hey, Rick, you got a car, bro? You got some dough? You got some money, bro?
Yeah.
You gonna put some bullet? You gonna make that joint bulletproof, bro?